What comes to your mind when you hear about The Simpsons? For many, they're not just a cartoon, but a window into the future. Over the years, countless fans have claimed that The Simpsons are more than mere animators. They're time travelers, gifted with an eerie ability to predict major events with super accuracy.
In tonight's Fact or Fiction, we are looking into yet another claim about The Simpsons predicting a big news event. The story this time is that the iconic TV show eerily predicted the outbreak of the coronavirus.
Let us explore some predictions from The Simpsons that may soon come true. Do not go away, as we are about to discover some mind-blowing revelations we might witness. The emergence of AI superintelligence. We are all familiar with the word artificial intelligence in today's world, right? AI makes it possible for machines to perform human-like activities by learning through experience and adjusting to new inputs, which I sometimes find scary. I hope I'm not alone in this. Artificial intelligence has grown to be very important in today's world. The Simpsons have shown how AI has surpassed human intelligence in one episode, Homer and Lisa's New Brain. For anyone who wants to watch it, it is on The Simpsons, Season 17, Episode 17. Well, this episode does not literally talk about artificial intelligence. Look at it from a metaphoric angle, and you will get the picture. Let me walk you through it. Envision this. Homer is given Lisa's brain, while Lisa gets Homer's body. Homer, who is slow mentally, becomes very intelligent because of Lisa's smart brain. On the other hand, Lisa is struggling in Homer's body. Remember that he is of lower intellect. Now, let me make it clearer. Homer going from zero to a genius in no second shows how AI is outsmarting us, both you and I. Can you imagine? What is the take from this episode? It shows a wild ride through the ups and downs of human-robot relationships, with Lisa's intelligence pulling strings on Homer's newfound brilliance. But hold up, this is not just a comedy event. It is also throwing some serious shade on the ethical questions surrounding intelligence and identity. I mean, can we even handle the thought of AI taking over? The hilarity of Homer's brainy antics versus his usual clueless self is a perfect way to ridicule the alien skills AI might bring to the table. Experts are saying that by 2025, we might be looking at an AI that does way more than just tallying numbers or automating boring tasks. Imagine AI assistants who are able to run your entire house and even make very important decisions on your behalf. Talk about a groundbreaker. Wait, do you know there are people losing their minds because they fear AI could get so smart that it spirals out of control? A part of me supports this. This is the same fear influential individuals such as Elon Musk have. The Simpsons' take on AI being both a friend and a potential problem feels like a sneak peek into the future. So, what do you think? Will 2025 be the year AI officially dominates intelligence? The Simpsons might just be giving us a heads up, or maybe a push to get excited about what's coming next. Now, while AI may be the thing on everyone's minds, another equally frightening prediction The Simpsons might be onto is how we handle the environmental crisis in 2025. It's not just about rising temperatures or melting glaciers. No, it's about how we react to these looming threats. Something Springfield might have already figured out long ago. The environmental crisis. Let us gather and bury our heads on The Simpsons Season 9, the 8th episode, the iconic Lisa the Skeptic. It also does not talk directly about climate change or global warming and the like, but in a way, it mirrors how society reacts to environmental disasters. This episode shows how the people of Springfield are losing their minds over the so-called fossilized angel. This is a total freak-out moment, showing just how irrational we can be when faced with real threats. Lisa, who is the voice of reason, is battling chaos in her scientific world, while everyone is busy denying reality. Spoiler alert! The so-called angel turns out to be a marketing trick. This twist is a savage commentary on how crises can be twisted for profit. By 2025, we are looking at a reality where panic, denial, and a whole lot of fear exploitation are the names of the game. Just like Springfield got caught up in its own drama, we are at the risk of letting short-term profits overshadow our long-term survival. Governments and other big organizations are trying to figure out how to go green through carbon capture and renewable energy. With scientists waving red flags about climate breaking points and natural disasters knocking at our door, it is time to wake up. This episode is a serious reminder that we need to pay attention to science and shake off that smugness before we hit a point of no return. Do you think this prediction made by The Simpsons will come to reality? Or should we all rise together as one and work towards saving our planet? The significant achievements in space exploration. A fantastic episode, Deep Space Homer. On the Simpsons series predicts future space explorations. This episode was released in 1994. We see Homer Simpson going to space. He is just an ordinary man traveling to space, and this scene is just pure comedy. I mean, come on, sending a regular dude to space. Looking at 2025 from a futuristic angle, it seems like the writers of this cartoon comedy were onto something big, like cosmic level big. Something interesting. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration was in a caught between a rock and a hard space kind of situation, as they were struggling to keep the public excited about their missions. What did they do? They thought, let's have some regular guy do the job. Cue Homer Simpson, who got on board and turned his space adventure into a series of epic fails. We're talking about him accidentally setting free a swarm of ants and nearly spoiling the shuttle just to have a taste of some potato chips. How would you describe his actions? They are classic. Maybe not until you watch him saving the day with some defunct carbon rod. Interestingly, that rod was on the front page of Time magazine. Heroic. I do not have prophetic powers, but believe me when I say space will not just be for astronauts alone in 2025, it will be for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic are making space the new playground for civilians. Can you remember back in 2021 when SpaceX sent an all-civilian crew into orbit with Inspiration 4? With this, what makes booking a rocket in 2025 impossible? Absolutely nothing. Interestingly, Homer's goofy space trip doesn't seem so far-fetched. 2025 could be the year when die-hard space fans and any other person interested in exploring fulfill their dreams. Just like NASA's plan in the episode, today's Scene Space is all about bringing relatable people into the spotlight who might not be as awkward as Homer, but they are showing us that visiting space is no longer for the privileged only. Space lovers, let us get a bit deep into this cosmic thing. So, we have this funny little defunct carbon rod. Sure, it's an amusing joke in the episode, but it is actually a great example of how sometimes the simplest ideas can lead to radical discoveries in space travel. As we set our sights on inhabiting the Moon or Mars, scientists are getting all creative with local resources and basic materials, just like our beloved Homer stumbles into heroism. It is obvious that the Simpsons writers were not just throwing in some mere space adventure. They were dropping some serious hints about a future where space exploration is a team sport for all of humanity. On Visualizing 2025, NASA is preparing for lunar missions through the Artemis program, and SpaceX is ready to rocket us to Mars. Deep Space Homer is basically waving a flag saying, hey, the impossible might just be our next reality. Do you think 2025 will be the year when space is not just for the intelligent in lab coats, but also for the dreamers and maybe for people like Homer Simpson? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us see if we are just floating in space or if we are on the same page with these predictions. Virtual reality is taking over daily life. No, we let ourselves head straight into virtual reality life. Remember that classic episode of The Simpsons, Bart to the Future? Yes, the one that aired way back in 2000. It gave us a quick look into a future where virtual reality was not just a fun gadget, but a full-on lifestyle. That prediction came to pass, and it is aging like fine wine. Experts are now saying that by 2025, virtual reality is set to completely change our daily interactions on their heads, just like those animated legends foresaw. Virtual reality is evolving so quickly that you can imagine it. What used to be only about sci-fi, immersive gaming, lifelike simulations, and holographic chats is now becoming something big. In gaming, virtual reality has opened up a whole new universe, where players are not only glued to their screens, but also stepping into their worlds of... This is cool, right? Thanks to platforms like Oculus Quest and PlayStation VR, this tech is now accessible to everyone, unlike before. Hold on, it's not just about gaming. Education is getting a major upgrade too. Imagine students diving into history, conducting virtual science experiments, or training for careers in whichever field they choose, all without leaving their homes. When it comes to therapy, virtual reality is helping those with phobias tackle it, manage anxiety, and even heal from injuries. There is a possibility of virtual reality taking over our daily routines in 2025. Imagine virtual meetings that feel as real as sitting together with your colleagues, complete with all the energy and refinement of face-to-face chats. The 2D boring video calls will be a thing of the past. On vacation, we are also going virtual. Walking through the streets of a country, you have chosen to virtually visit or hike the Grand Canyon, all from the comfort of your house. They might seem like dreams, but they are not. This is your imagination becoming a reality. Tech titans like Meta and Apple are investing billions into the world of virtual reality, and they are very serious about it. Meta is in the limelight with its metaverse, a mind-blowing digital dimension where you can work, have a good time, and set your creativity free all at the same time. As for Apple, it is preparing to drop its Vision Pro headset, which is set to merge virtual and augmented reality in ways we have only dreamt of. These innovations will bring us closer to a future where virtual reality will be a very important part of our lives, and not just for fun. On to the Simpsons, their funny prediction of a virtual reality-dominated future is looking more like a prophecy than a cartoon episode as we head into 2025. With technology quickly advancing, better accessibility, and an increase in real-world applications, virtual reality is weaving itself into our everyday lives, just like the show imagined. It's wild to think that a throwaway joke from a 2000 episode is now aligning so perfectly with our reality. As virtual reality keeps evolving, we might soon find ourselves in a world where virtual reality is as normal as whipping out our smartphones, revolutionizing how we entertain ourselves, learn, work, and connect. The future that The Simpsons teased isn't just a whimsical thought anymore, it's fast becoming our new normal. While The Simpsons have nailed the virtual reality future, they've also got a pretty spot-on prediction when it comes to money. What if I told you that they saw a crypto-driven economy coming long before Bitcoin even existed? Let's dive into how Springfield may have given us a sneak peek into our current financial revolution. Economic shift and cryptocurrency. The Simpsons, an open-minded animated gem that cracks everyone up, has never failed to incorporate an educative session in the mix. Let's jump into how this iconic show might have accidentally or purposefully predicted our leap into a crypto-driven economy. We are making references based on the Springfield episode from Season 5, where Mr. Burns pulls the plug on the power plant, sending the town's economy into a collapse and forcing everyone to get creative with their cash flow. Let me clear things up. Springfield did not exactly have Bitcoin. It is 1993, come on. Despite this, they were into some wild money-making schemes, including gambling. In no time, Springfield looked like a mini Las Vegas, complete with flashing lights and slot machines popping up everywhere. The real takeaway. When the usual systems go belly up, people will get inventive to make ends meet, even if their ideas are a bit unconventional. Pacing on the present, does that sound familiar? Traditional banks are getting worried as digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even those meme coins, hey there, Dogecoin, start to take over. Countries are even looking into central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. And experts are saying that by 2025, cash could be outdated. Imagine a world where blockchain tech runs everything from loans to your house bills, with no cash needed at all. Did The Simpsons specifically predict Bitcoin? Not exactly, but their creativity for highlighting economic chaos and people's skill for adapting in the most unusual ways. Do you think the writers of this sitcom have seen the future and thought, oh yeah, this is going to get wild, but people will find a way? Whether that means gambling, mining crypto, or going all in on a Bored Ape non-fungible token, NFT, the similarities are too weird to be true. So, is a cashless society our very own Springfield? It could be. But let us cross our fingers for a future with fewer slot machines and a whole lot more financial freedom. Medical breakthrough. The Simpsons are here to blow our minds again, and this time it is in the world of medicine. The writers of this cartoon show were just a group of genius individuals. Remember that episode, Future Drama? It gave us a preliminary show of a healthcare utopia where injuries heal in a sense, and healthcare is not just a privilege, but a right for everyone. So, what is in for 2025? While we're still waiting for those instant heal gadgets, The Simpsons definitely had a futuristic moment. First on the list is gene editing. Scientists are literally rewriting our genetic scripts thanks to the magic of clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeat, CRISPR. Do you want to ditch hereditary diseases? Consider it done. How about researching reversing aging your age because no one wants to get old and have a wrinkled face? Add that to the checklist very fast. It might not be the sci-fi dream of slapping on a device for instant recovery, but The Simpsons had the foresight to see how science could revolutionize our health in a big way. Oops, did I forget the wearable health tech? Sure, Lisa was not rocking a Fitbit, but their vision of a seamless healthcare system is totally in sync with what we're seeing today. Smartwatches are now doing way more than counting steps. They are keeping tabs on blood sugar, detecting irregular heartbeats, and even lending a hand with mental wellness. By 2025, we might just have wearables that can predict medical crises before they even hit us. Let's talk about AI-driven diagnostics, shall we? In the wild world of The Simpsons, healthcare was seen as lightning fast and spot on. Having a look today, we have some serious tech magic happening with tools like DeepMind and IBM Watson, which are already outpacing humans in diagnosing diseases. Come 2025, these innovations could completely change the game, from tailored treatments to catching diseases such as cancer in their early stages. We also realize that the show teased us with the idea of healthcare being available to everyone. While we're still waiting on that global healthcare miracle, looking at you, world leaders, the concept of tech transforming medicine is right on the money. Clearly, The Simpsons might have taken some creative liberties, but their visions of future medicine are starting to feel a little too real. Is it just a coincidence? No, I do not think so. The Simpsons and global political tensions. A sneak peek into 2025? The Simpsons are at it again, throwing some shade into the world. In the episode, The Day the Earth Stood Cool, we think we're just watching Homer struggle in hipster hell, but no. Writers of The Simpsons are serving us some serious political tea. At first glance, it is all about a normal but also cool family shaking things up in Springfield, but if you are keen enough, you'll see a brilliant commentary on shifting alliances and cultural chaos. Sound familiar? It is like they were foretelling the global drama we are witnessing today. In this episode, Springfield goes through a makeover that would make any influencer jealous, adopting all the latest trends and hipster vibes. Some residents are living for it, while others are throwing a full-on tantrum, creating rifts in their once peaceful town. Alliances are forming and crumbling faster than you can imagine, and it's a hot mess that mirrors the geopolitical landscape experts are warning us about for 2025. We're talking about a world where power dynamics are shifting and cultural divides are ready to explode. Here's where The Simpsons' prediction comes in. Just like the people in Springfield, the globe is on the brink of a cultural showdown. Nationalism is making a show-off, international friendships are feeling a bit shaky, and unresolved issues are simmering like a pot about to boil over. Sure, Springfield finds its way back to normal because, duh, it's a cartoon, but will we be so lucky in real life? We get to realize that The Day the Earth Stood Cool was created to remind us that when the world gets too serious, maybe it's time just to chill, have some fun, and work together before we hit a point of no return. Buckle up because 2025 might just be as wild as a day in Springfield. Self-driving cars and futuristic transportation. This episode, The Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie Show. It is not just a science fiction fantasy. It gives us a peek at futuristic rides through Springfield, showcasing the humor in the classic Simpsons. You know what? Springfield might have been onto something genius. Taking a look at the present, companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber are shifting autonomous vehicles from the lab to our daily commutes. According to experts, in 2025, these self-driving cars could become the norm, completely changing our commuting game. Say goodbye to road rage. Just sit back, catch up on your favorite series, and let the car take care of everything as you enjoy. The transportation revolution is in full swing, with that being just the beginning. We are talking about electric planes, hyperloop systems, and even drones delivering your orders to your doorsteps in the blink of an eye. These are dreams coming to reality. It is as if someone took a play from Springfield and said, let's turn this into a real-life adventure. We're standing on the edge of a brand new era, where the funny predictions from Springfield are becoming less of a punchline and more of a revelation into our future. The writers might have been joking around, but the tech industry is dead serious. We are on the verge of a transportation revolution that is about to make those dreaded traffic jams, late deliveries, and gas station pit stops feel outdated. Springfield had its sights set on 2025, and honestly, at this point, we might just see that Springfield-style transport roll in sooner than we think. Fingers crossed, the flying cars come with drivers who know what they're doing, because we definitely do not need any more Homers behind the wheel. The impact of social media. The Simpsons have always had this clever trick for predicting cultural trends, and their 2007 episode Homerazzi is a perfect example of their foresight regarding our obsession with oversharing. Created long before social media took over our lives, this episode perfectly summarizes our current fixation on likes, trends, and all the curated online personas. As we look toward 2025, the themes explored in this episode feel more relevant than ever. In Homerazzi, Homer transforms into a relentless paparazzo, exposing the private lives of Springfield residents for his own gain. It's a sharp jab at celebrity culture, but it also predicts how everyday individuals would turn their lives into spectacles. Presently, platforms like Instagram and TikTok have turned millions into both the paparazzi and the stars of their own shows. By 2025, social media could get even more alluring, with artificial intelligence, AI influencers blurring the lines between real and fake personalities. Imagine artificial reality filters that not only enhance our looks, but completely reinvent how we showcase ourselves online. What makes this episode so timeless is its biting critique of privacy and the extreme lengths people will go to for attention. Even back in 2007, The Simpsons were aware of how much people crave attention and approval from others. A need that is only intensified in a world where people link up with each other through technology. By 2025, algorithms might be so advanced that they predict not only our preferences, but also our behaviors, increasing the performative aspect of our online lives. Homerazzi is not just a take on fame, but a cautionary tale about losing touch with what is real. As technology evolves, the line between genuine experiences and curated facades gets thinner. The Simpsons challenge us to ponder. What happens when our lives are more about appearances than actual experiences? Their satirical perspective serves as a powerful reminder to prioritize real connections over mere performance in this increasingly digital age. Speaking of the digital age and the blurred lines between reality and fiction, The Simpsons has also shown us how our obsession with the unknown, like aliens, could play out. Could our fascination with extraterrestrials actually be more than just science fiction? Well, The Simpsons might have something to say about that too. The search for extraterrestrial life. The Springfield Files from Season 8, Episode 10, is a funny show that pokes fun at how obsessed we all are with aliens. This episode is a real treasure in the world of comedy. Shading some visuals to your memory, Homer comes across what he thinks is an extraterrestrial being in the woods, glowing and all, proclaiming, "I bring you peace." Just a heads up, the extraterrestrial being is Mr. Burns, looking like a neon green nightmare after his weekly medical shenanigans. Classic, right? Apart from cracking ribs, his episode also serves up a cheeky commentary on our obsession with unidentified flying objects, UFOs, conspiracy theories, and that never-ending hope, or dread, of alien visitors. But wait, there is more. It also taps into The Simpsons' uncanny trait for predicting the future. What is the prediction this time? By 2025, we might just confirm that we are not alone in the universe. And guess what? Real-life science is getting in on the action, with NASA's Europa Clipper getting ready for a 2024 launch to check out Jupiter's moon Europa where there could be some sneaky microbial life lurking in those subsurface oceans. And let us not forget the European Space Agency's ESA JUICE, Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer mission, which is eyeing Europa and Ganymede. With all the buzz around exoplanets like those in the TRAPPIST-1 system, it feels like we are on the edge of a cosmic breakthrough. So the Simpsons did not exactly predict that aliens would be confirmed by 2025, but their track record for future predictions is legendary. Remember when they called the Disney-Fox merger or FaceTime? If we do find life on Europa, Enceladus, or some random rock floating in space, you can bet the internet will be shouting out the Springfield crew for yet another mysterious prediction. If 2025 brings us alien news, it'll be like the universe just dropped the mic. If not, we will still have that unforgettable scene with Mr. Burns glowing like a disco ball, proving that humans do not need real aliens to spark our imaginations. Either way, the Springfield Files serves up a delightful blend of science fiction silliness and shows our endless search for what we do not know. We cannot just help but be curious about what is out there, right? Who knew Mr. Burns could be our first close encounter? The Simpsons has always transcended the typical animated sitcom. It serves as a cultural mirror, a glimpse into what lies ahead, and a humorous oracle that often leaves us unsettled. As we near 2025, the show's bold predictions highlight the distinctiveness of our current era in the grand narrative of history. These 10 forecasts, ranging from the rise of AI superintelligence to the potential discovery of alien life, paint a fascinating yet unsettling picture of our reality. We are getting into a historical phase that promises remarkable achievements for humanity alongside significant challenges. The emergence of AI superintelligence could redefine what it means to be human, further blurring the lines between people and machines. While we marvel at AI's capabilities, we must also confront the substantial risks that The Simpsons have referred to in their iconic episodes. The looming environmental crisis demands urgent action, and The Simpsons has humorously depicted the potential for ecological disaster for decades. Will 2025 be the year we finally take meaningful steps to address these issues? Similarly, our fascination with space exploration and the search for extraterrestrial life prompts us to ponder whether we are truly alone, or if contact with other civilizations is on the horizon. Virtual reality, social media, and cryptocurrency are reshaping our lives and economies. The Simpsons offers a comedic perspective on the potential pitfalls of these technologies and how they might infiltrate our daily existence in ways we have not yet imagined. Meanwhile, the global political scene is fraught with tension, but also ripe with opportunities for progress. With advancements like self-driving cars, futuristic transportation, and innovative medical procedures, we may be inching closer to the utopia many dream of, or perhaps a dystopia that many fear. The strength of The Simpsons' predictions lies in their unique blend of humor, satire, and meaningful commentary. The show invites us to laugh, while also prompting us to think critically about what we observe. The 2025 they envision isn't just a possibility, it's a challenge for us to consider. The real question is, are we ready to meet it? As we navigate a landscape filled with endless opportunities and significant risks, we might want to embrace the lessons from Springfield. Remain curious, stay vigilant, and most importantly, keep your sense of humor intact. After all, if there's one thing The Simpsons has shown us, it's that our future, no matter how wild it may become, is ultimately in our control. And as for 2025, it just might be something extraordinary. That is the end of our video today. See you in our next discovery. Make sure you leave a comment, like the video, and do not forget to like and subscribe if you have not yet done so. Most importantly, share this video with your loved ones. Bye.